Yeah, what's good with it? What's good with it? What's good with it? Let me know if y'all can hear me, honey. Woo, child, honey. Let me put this up here real quick. Yeah, okay. Now this is in the child, I'm double cupping it, baby. This is in the Chicago case. So y'all know I just stopped that other live. And I'm gonna put this up here. Oh shit, that's the wrong live here. Child. All right, give me 1 minute. See, Karen knew what to do before I even had to ask. Hey, new people, y'all better follow. Y'all better ask what to do. Hold on. All right, what's good with it? I'm here. I'm here. Let me get a little chat call. Hey, Sonya. Hey, Karen J. Queen Diva. Elvira. Purple Purple. Lil Mac, what's good? What's good? What's good with it? Yes, this tip of tat mess is crazy. Hey, Sir Miguel. Yeah, so I don't know. This is crazy. But they got me working, honey. I got house guests and shit. Ugh, they treat me like a baby child. Well, let me read it. I just skimmed through it a little bit, and honey, let me tell you, this shit here is crazy. This is crazy. So let me get into it. Okay, let me look up. Where am I? Here we go. All right. And this is from, y'all know who it's from? This is from J-Bo. Let me see this little part she got in here. Hold on. Look at that footnote. Hell to the no. Wait a minute now. Okay. All right. It says defendant Kelly reply to McDavid's response to Kelly's motion for severance. Yeah. Now, let me tell y'all something. Didn't I tell you that the relationship was fucked up. Now this is when it's rocky and declining, right? Because this could be done by phone. Okay, this could be done by phone, but you're giving a peek in. You're letting the prosecutors see what's going on, how y'all getting down as well. This whole thing is ghetto. I'm telling you. And let me tell y'all something. Don't let what this case and all of that change who you are as a people. If you identify, and I'm just talking in general, this whole YouTube shit, whatever. Because some of these people are just surprising how they get down, right? Don't let this shit change who you are. And if you can identify and shit with with all this bullshit, that probably just means that your ass is that way anyway. But yeah, they don't give a damn at this point. They're letting it all hang out. As I can recall my mom used to say. Well, let me read it. It said, now comes defendant Robert S. Kelly, vying through his counsel, Jennifer Bonjean and Ashley Cohen of the Bonjean Law Group, PLLC, and files this reply to co-defendant McDavid's response to Kelly's motion for severance. Number one, although McDavid takes no position on severance, he found it necessary to file an emotional 13-page response to Kelly's motion to sever, seemingly for no other purpose than to protect the legacy of Ed Jensen and feign incredulity at Kelly's legitimate concern about Mr. Glassman's potential conflict and its implications on a joint trial. Meaning just skepticism, like, that's what pretty much that means, feign incredulity. All right, number two, McDavid's filing does not warrant much of a response, okay? But several points must be made considering what is that? Histrionics. Wait a minute. Hysterics. Is that what is that? I don't know. Shit. The histrionics. Okay, that's a strange word. Okay, let's see. First, David accuses Kelly. Let me put my goddamn glasses on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my goddamn glasses. This bitch can't see. This screen way over there. Hold on, let me wipe them off real quick. I'm gonna tell you, I can't see worth shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay. First, McDavid accuses Kelly of advancing falsehoods for the purpose of circumventing the court's denial of Kelly's motion for a continuance. McDavid can point to exactly 0 falsehoods in Kelly's motion. McDavid's counsel is entitled to have a different take on the record, but it does not follow that his self-serving views are truth. Actually, he did say where several issues were falsehoods according to him. And she crafted this a real creative way by saying McDavid's counsel is entitled to have a different take on the record. Okay. Number 4. Okay, they put a comma behind for other than a period. Okay. Moreover, Kelly has not renewed his motion for a continuance. Kelly accepts the court's ruling even if he disagrees with it. Presumably, McDavid understands that this court can grant severance by conducting a simultaneous severed trial, which would not require a continuance. Right. And that's where you they have to determine. Remember, I was telling you, if McDavid is truly suffering, right? That's when they will bring up all the factors and what have you. His attorney will come in there and say how he's truly suffering, and they're gonna take it through the test to see, and I think it's some prongs under that to see if it meets those objectives and all of that. So it's a process, as I told you before. It says continuance or no continuance. Undersigned counsel is going to protect Kelly's interests in a fair trial because her loyalties are with him, not deceased criminal defense lawyers, no matter how legendary. Oh, child. Number 5. Second, McDavid's claim that Kelly's motion to sever is pretextual to circumvent a continuance is meritless. So she's trying to say that McDavid called it fake, fake, a fake reason to do something. That's what she pretty much means. The motion to sever is pretextual. All right, number 6. McDavid's counsel, Vadim Glasman, seems to have forgotten about the 2 conversations he had with undersigned counsel about the issue of severance before Kelly filed a motion for continuance. Okay, so remember I told you by time when he jumped on the motion to adopt on the 6th, by the time she filed that continuance on the 9th, you could see where she was throwing McDavid under the bus, where she intended to. And, of course, when we read it, that's what she said she would do. All right. It says, during those conversations, baby, they is telling us all the dirt. During those conversations, Mr. Glasman adamantly refused to discuss McDavid's defense, expecting undersigned counsel to take his word that McDavid's defense would not be antagonistic to Kelly. Undersigned counsel questioned how non-adversarial defenses would be possible, but Mr. Glasman declined to elaborate. Yeah. Woo! All right, number 7. McDavid's counsel has no obligations to share his defense theory with undersigned counsel, but undersigned also has no obligation to blindly accept a promise of harmony when the evidence suggests the strong possibility that either or both defendants would be prejudiced by a joint trial. Meaning, when they may take the stand and give their testimony, or during the trial, if they offer up evidence to implicate one or more, in the crime, to diminish the role of the other, or to, absolutely wipe out the one or the other role. All right. Furthermore, as this court knows, Kelly's prior counsel raised the possibility of severance long ago. Undersigned counsel also had conversations with counsel for co-defendant Brown about the need for severance before Kelly filed a motion for continuance. Those conversations were productive. See, I told you, Brown and them is okay with whatever J. Beau say. Whatever you say, J. Beau. Whatever you like, J. Beau. Whatever you like. I know it's too early in the morning for this, but you know me. I'm always in a good mood. Okay. Any competent attorney representing Kelly who has read the discovery in this case, would understand the risk of Kelly's co-defendant possibly being used as witnesses against him at a joint trial. I'm trying to tell you that the discovery will tell you a whole lot if you just read and pay attention to it. So right there, she's telling you that you can stop running with that notion on the streets that there ain't no evidence, because she's telling you right there. It's something she done read in the discovery that tells you quite the opposite. But we're going to keep on reading. And you ain't got to take it from me no more. And don't shoot the motherfucking messenger. Shoot J. Beau. Theoretically. Okay. And it says, it says Kelly will hardly be in a position to complain about it once trial commences. Number 9, undersigned counsel also told assigned to this case that she was contemplating filing a motion to sever when she met them to review evidence in this case on April 19, 2022. Okay, let me go back over that. Wait a minute. Undersigned counsel also told the AUSAs assigned to this case that she was contemplating filing a motion to sever when she met them to review evidence in this case on April 19th, 2022. Okay, there's the second reference of evidence made by J-Bo. This is the part where once you get the indictment, somewhere close to the end of the indictment, at the end of an indictment, it tells you if you want to come in and review evidence, give our office a call and we can set up that time frame, because there's certain evidence that you have to come down there and physically see, like tapes or DNA and all that type of stuff, right? Second place where they reference that. And of course, Kelly expressly stated in his motion for continuance that he was exploring the need to seek a severance. In short, Kelly's motion to sever is not an attempt to end run the court's ruling on his continuance motion despite McDavid's outburst. Get him, J-Bo. Number 10, Kelly's motion to sever is not controversial. It was raised as a possibility long ago and unquestionably supported by the discovery record and defendant's investigation. Kelly's motion is made in good faith and McDavid knows it. Ooh. Number 11. Third, McDavid seems most offended that undersigned counsel has raised a legitimate concern about Glosman's potential conflict of interest and undersigned counsel's reference to Ed Jensen's public statements verifying Kelly's claim that his attorney-client relationship continued with Jensen beyond 2008 during the period that Glosman worked for Ed Jensen. I'm going to skip over that footnote and I'm going to come back to it because I don't want it to break up the actual context of what we're reading. Number 12, Kelly's claim of an ongoing attorney-client relationship is not premised on Jensen's statements to the Sun-Times reporter. Kelly himself contends that he maintained an attorney-client relationship with Jensen long after 2008, and that the relationship involved regularly consulting with Jensen about legal matters for roughly a decade after his 2018 acquittal. Jensen's statements merely corroborate Kelly's assertion. McDavid's suggestion that undersigned counsel fabricated this issue out of whole cloth is preposterous. Number 13. In addition to conversations with her client, undersigned counsel has read the entire EDNY record and has made it far enough in the Illinois discovery to know that Mr. Kelly has faced a constant stream of legal issues since 2008, some of which brought him to Mr. Jensen for advice. Hold on. In addition, conversation with her client. Undersigned counsel have read the entire record and has made it far enough in the... okay. I see what she's saying. All right, number 14. McDavid has worked himself up into a lather simply because Kelly has identified a potential conflict on the part of Glosman that could prejudice Kelly at a joint trial. Kelly's motion makes clear that if Glosman worked for Jensen while Kelly and Jensen still had an attorney-client relationship, a potential conflict exists. What is that? Oh, case law. I'm sorry, baby. I can't hardly. Ooh. Honey, when them lines be together, baby, I can't hardly separate those. Shit, I can't see with the glasses on. Notably, Glosman does not deny that he worked for Jensen during 2012 through 2018, nor does he offer any factual basis to dispute that Kelly and Jensen maintained their attorney-client relationship past 2008. Number 15, undersigned counsel cannot get into Mr. Glosman's head, and was not present for any conversations that may have occurred in the infamous law offices of Ed Jensen. Ooh, she being funny. But it doesn't require an ethics professor to explain that Glosman could be in a conflicted position if he is in possession of privileged communications that occurred during Kelly's attorney-client relationship with Jensen. For example, if Ed Jensen felt at liberty to make the statements he did to a Sun-Times reporter, it's hardly a stretch that he might have shared privileged communications with his associates, including an associate who represents a co-defendant who may be antagonist to Kelly, which she makes perfectly good argument. That's a perfect good argument. Excuse me. Number 16. It is also reasonable. It is also a reasonable assertion that Glossman owes duty of loyalty to Kelly because Jensen's duty of loyalty is imputed to him. Case law. If one member of a private firm has a per se conflict of interest, that conflict is imputed to all other members of the law firm, regardless of whether any of those other members had any personal involvement in the conflicting representation. Oh, wow. Let me see. What does she quote? Mm. Mm. That looks pretty concrete with the case law she put in there to support her argument on that. 17. McDavid's attorneys are free to argue otherwise, and the government and this court will have to decide what to do with this information. Kelly is not moving to disqualify Glossman. Kelly has identified this potential conflict as a basis for severance, nothing more. 18. Lastly, McDavid vitriolic response is merely underscores the likelihood of antagonistic defenses. God damn, thing done popped up. Y'all see that? It don't block what I was reading. All right. Undersigned counsel may not be as familiar with the discovery as McDavid's counsel claims to be, but she apparently is familiar enough to file a motion to dismiss that they overlooked. She coming after their skills. Oh shit. That boy ain't no motherfucking joke, baby. She's a savage. And to know that there is ample evidence to show that McDavid was in complete control of Kelly's finances and helped himself to the fruits of Kelly's labor. The fact that McDavid intends to vehemently deny this claim simply shows that it is possible that either or both co-defendants could suffer prejudice at a joint trial. 19. The government presumably has something to say about this, and the court will rule on the motion. Defendant will accept the ruling. That's how litigation works. Ooh. All right. And so let me read the footnotes. Okay. This one says McDavid's, what is that? Derelict, I can't hardly see that little writing, honey. Derelict also accuses undersigned counsel of unfairly maligning Ed Jensen. McDavid's attorneys, y'all see me scrunching up with glasses on, honey. McDavid's attorney's fixation with protecting the legacy of Ed Jensen is bizarre. Ed Jensen violated his duty of loyalty to Mr. Kelly when he declared publicly in the Sun Times that Kelly was guilty as hell and that he had instructed Kelly to take libido suppression pills, all while Kelly was facing prosecution in numerous jurisdictions. This observation is not particularly provocative. Numerous ethics professors have commented on egregious ethical breach, some article. Mr. Jensen's health issues, of which McDavid's attorneys seem to have intimate knowledge, may have played a role in his lack of judgment, but that is irrelevant to the issues at hand. Kelly cited the interview to show that Jensen admitted to an ongoing attorney-client relationship with Kelly after 2008, when he boasted that he kept Kelly out of trouble for 10 years. McDavid's counsel is simply upset that undersigned counsel has prioritized her client interests over Jensen's reputation. Let me see if I can get closer this way because I can't see this shit with glasses on. All right, okay. Furthermore, contrary to McDavid's statement, undersigned counsel have never claimed that the ARDC did not investigate the matter. Undersigned counsel has no idea what the ARDC did or did not do, although strangely McDavid counsel does. Undersigned counsel merely pointed out that the ARDC did not seem to have much of an appetite for addressing the ethical breach, since they did not even contact Mr. Kelly, who was the person impacted by Jensen's conduct. It's rather difficult to take any supposed ARDC investigation seriously when it did not even involve contacting Kelly to see if he wished to pursue a complaint. McDavid's attorneys seem to know far more than Kelly about this alleged ARDC investigation, which is irrelevant in any event to whether Kelly and Jensen had an attorney-client relationship that extended beyond 2008. Let me read the other footnote. And it says, since McDavid fantasizes that undersigned counsel conjured a post-2008 attorney-client relationship between Jensen and Kelly, undersigned counsel will supplement Kelly's motion with a sworn declaration from Mr. Kelly. Perhaps the court will need to conduct a hearing to get to the bottom of the issue. Uh-oh. Could a Curcio be looming? Let me see which live I'm on. Okay, am I over here? Whoa. Could a Curcio be looming? God damn, I know y'all done came in here. This is crazy. When I tell you, baby, Beau is not playing the fucking radio with nobody. Take their ass out. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. They're trying to take you out. It's kill to be killed. I mean, like, it's crazy. Let me speak to some more people. I think Queen Diva. Hey, sweet babe. Hey, prosecutorial misconduct, Leslie Jennings. I got Cool BJ. Let me see who else is in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Yeah, Karen J. She is letting them have it, honey. She is not playing. This could have been an office visit, right, Queen Diva? Like, this is crazy. All of this, I mean, just letting the people other side know that there's some discord going on. Hey, Marietta Jones. Yes, and hit the like button. Yes, thank you for that. Yes, y'all so sweet and nice. Thank you for letting people know to hit that like button. Thank you. Yeah, this is crazy. This could have been like a phone call. Like, are you serious? That lady, the prosecutors probably talk. You know, they all female. To my child, girl, y'all seen that? Honey, they probably sitting there to child. They probably gonna take each other out. They probably gonna do our job for us, and we ain't got shit to do. Y'all want to have a drink tomorrow? We ain't got to work. Girl, you see this? You see this shit? They can't even get it together. Oh, man. Right, Queen Diva, like, what? I could pick up the phone and have this conversation and come to some type of agreement or what have you, and the responses back and forth is just whoa. How I mean, child, maybe the back and forth would push the judge to see that push the judge to see that they cannot even they don't have to get along. And let's get that together. They don't have to get along. All right. That's not upon the Constitution that the co-defendants have to get along and have to craft a cohesive defense. It's just beneficial to have one. Queen said, this is gonna drive me crazy. I know, right? I done stopped The other lie, girl, this is crazy. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe that it dropped. Right, I'm up here checking paper like I'm damn grading. That's my punishment for costing some people a whole bunch of money. That's my punishment. I had to take it, you know. Damn. This is crazy though. This is crazy. But we ain't being nosy, child, in the middle of the night. Peeping in and see. I mean, J-Bo is up. She up with us. She told him about his ass. She told him about his ass, child. Do y'all think, you think Beau is gonna respond back through ECF? And when I say ECF, y'all, ECF is what feeds the pacer. So ECF is what we use to, put shit in or whatever, but it feeds the pacer. So do y'all think separate trials will work both if they favor them together? It's gonna be bad, right? Yeah, so we're gonna find out where the money went. Sounds like no hands are clean, including Mr. Kelly's. Child, I don't know. If he directed payments, I think that's the angle that she needs to go. Did he direct payments? That's a whole nother, if he, because that may overcome if he knew what was going on with recouping the tapes and stuff. Did he direct the payments? Did he direct the payments? Can kind of poke a hole in the conspiracy aspect or the obstruction aspect of the charges he have with McDavid and June Brown. Did he direct the payments? I just thought about that. I'm about to ask R. Kelly, can you put a little something on my feet? Huh? I hired myself. No, I'm just joking. But listen. So we're gonna write that down. See if that comes out. Did he direct payment? Because if he knew the tapes was on the street, hold on. And I sure appreciate y'all coming on through. Okay, so did he direct the payments? Can they confirm that he knew that the tapes was on the streets, right? Or is that something that was rumored and he later found out? He could have later found out because he started hearing that people were viewing it. But what would be the purpose of trying to recoup tapes that everybody already viewed? What would be the purpose of him participating in a in a I'm trying to say buyback shit in a what's the name? What he being charged with in a extortion or whatever the hell he's been charged with the money? If he already heard the tapes were being viewed and it was already out there, why would he go through and put money out there in the streets to get the tapes back? Goes back to, did he direct payment? Don't play with your girl. This is when I'm best. This time of morning. Yeah, we had write that down. Y'all see where I'm going with that? Yeah, come on through T Jones with it. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me read Leslie real quick. Malfeasance by financial guy. Lord knows if the taxes are an issue. Right. T Jones say. David could have possibly took it upon himself to take care of the issue. The issues that Kelly. Oh, the comment slipped up. Hold on. Kelly was the bag. You have to protect the bag. The Queen Diva said, I agree, Mr. Kelly. I'm seeing a pattern here. We'll find out soon enough. I hope she has evidence to back up her claims. Right, Alvera. That's why it sounds made up to me, Andrew. Why would you be dishing out money for something you can't control? If the tapes is already out there, Bonjean knows what she's doing. Right. But Alvera, I just made that up. So that wasn't J-Bo. I just made that up. let me correct you. Because they don't like to get a black girl nothing. They don't like to put nothing on the black girl. The black girl just made that up 4 days in the morning. Yes. Hey. I'm just messing around. Hey, liar. Hey, okay, let's see. Get a piece of that. Guy gets paid, an attorney gets her fee as well. I'm real humble, but goddamn. Hey, right. Hey, Jason. Yeah, ain't that something? Shit. Now, if they got some correspondence that proved that he knew about it and all of that, then that may be something different. But all this happened right back in 2002, right? Or somewhere above, before that, 1999 and all of that. Did we have text messages? Did we have email? What kind of communication could confirm? Oh, wait a minute. R. Kelly, I done solved it for you, R. Kelly. I done solved that one part for you. I'm just messing around, y'all. Hey, I'm going to do both sides, right? But check this out. What type of proof could they have to show that he actually knew, other than the other witnesses? Now, you do know that that's evidence. So we can't take away from that. But they get on that stand and she can make them some kind of way show that he knew. How they going to prove? How can that witness prove that they know? She can question. She can ask. She can draft a line of question to where the answer is that will be transported to the jury. Have to do that mentally. That how you can prove that R. Kelly knew about the tapes. Right. Okay. Queen Diva 2000. Oh, Jason, you said Mike Avenue not knew about the sex tape. Right. But he came into play much later. I'm talking about like 99, 2000. How you gonna prove that? You got some papers? Now they got something with his name there and him being there and all of that. Then this theory, blows up. But we just dealing with 1999, 2000, somewhere in that area. I don't remember texting nobody. Y'all remember texting nobody back then? Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, how can they prove that he knew? So if they can't prove that he knew, he didn't direct the payment because he didn't know about the tapes. He didn't direct the payments. What sense would it make that the tapes are already out there for him to submit, for him to get the payment out? Also, that will go in along the line of her theory is that McDavid wanted to protect his cash cow, wanted to keep the money coming in. So he may have jumped ahead and knew that this could have been damaging to his career, whatever, and you know, made everything okay. Now they ain't gonna do nothing, but if they prove that'll just handle those charges. They ain't gonna do nothing if they show that they authenticate those tapes or whatever they have, and they say that's him and whomever else in those tapes, and it's illegal. It's illegal sex. Yeah. And also, a long time ago, and I just thought about this a few days ago. But a long time ago, I was saying, and which is the truth, what you say in the media, that includes social media, can be admissible at court. 9 out of 10 times it will be admissible. I don't know why weren't any of those people that took the stand challenged with some of the statements they had made during like social media and whatever. His lawyer could have asked, well, did you make this statement at this time? But here's the thing, you got to have come up with statements and stuff that they made that would be relevant to the case, right? And that would be, along the line of question. Or they could have developed a different line, but you could definitely ask, if you gave one account of this situation on social media and you're giving another account in court, you can damn sure put that in front of them and say, hey, but did you say this? That would create reasonable doubt. So that would be a challenge to what someone is saying on the stand. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see what okay, Queen Davis said, well, let me put these up here. So I can holler at shit. Y'all know I can't see where shit. When I'm looking at that far off screen, I can't see that. I'm working, and so I got the other computers tied up. I couldn't disturb that, so I'm looking far off, and I forgot. I don't know if I can see far. I think I can't see close up. I don't know what the hell going on, but shit. Bonjean was shown something that concerned her. That's why she wants the severance. Could very well be something that places him into knowing. That's why she says it will prejudice both. Right. And when they say, prejudice both, of course, what it means. That will hurt either defendant and most likely deliver a guilty verdict from from the jury. Let's see. T. Jones says there are 57 pages of documents on a disc that includes financial records from various players and numerous financial institutions. Right. Jason said because the victim lie on R. Kelly. Queen said they did that, Miss Angie. Queen Davis said in New York, attorneys had better. Oh, they did that with the statements that they said in the media and stuff. They did that. When the New York attorneys had better have some supporting evidence to substantiate the motion, or else. Right. They used it on Geronda and Azarel along with Faith. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what they were supposed to do. Well, they covered those bases. I don't know what else. I don't remember hearing that in the transcripts. I don't remember him challenging, something they stated. But if they did, that's what they were supposed to do. I mean, I couldn't imagine them, I had never heard them doing that. So I was like, well, wonder why. All this shit these people done sent them, they had to have come through and found something to use. So well, listen. So I'm gonna close this one out. And I'm gonna go back and restart the other one. So y'all take off about an hour. I'm gonna have to take off like an hour off that other one. I'm not taking it off. I'm gonna put in there, hey, from this time to that time, uh, fast forward, because I wouldn't do another live. Yes, honey. This is nigga rig. So thank y'all for coming on through on this one, honey. So I'm gonna end this one and I'm gonna cut the other thing back on so it can run. All right, y'all. Peace.